The story of In the Heights began with a single idea. I was a student in college when I first started writing it. I looked around at the world of Broadway musicals, and I saw something was missing. I did not see my people, my family, or my neighborhood on that famous stage. I grew up with the sounds of salsa, merengue, and hip-hop filling the air. These were the sounds of my home. I wanted to write a story that felt real to my own life. I wanted to put the stories of the Latinx community front and center, to give them a voice and a place where they could shine brightly. This dream was the small seed that would grow into a full, vibrant musical. This show was not built in a day, and I certainly did not build it alone. After writing the first version in college, I met some amazing people who believed in the project. Thomas Kail, a brilliant director, saw the potential in my early songs and stories. He helped me shape the musical and find its true heart. We worked together for years, rewriting and refining every scene. We also brought on Chiara Alegria Hudes, an incredible writer. She added so much depth to the story and the characters. Our team became a small family, just like the community in the show. We all shared the same goal, to create something new and honest for the stage. Our journey to Broadway was a long one, full of hard work and a lot of hope. We started with small workshops where we would perform for friends and other artists. We listened to their feedback and went back to writing. Then, we had a production off-Broadway, which was a huge step. It was there that we really felt the energy from the audience. People were connecting with the characters and the music. They saw their own families and their own dreams in our story. This support gave us the strength to keep pushing forward. It was proof that our little show had a big heart that was ready for the world. Finally, in 2008, In the Heights opened on Broadway. It was a dream come true for all of us. Seeing our show on that grand stage was an unbelievable moment. We had taken the sounds and stories of a neighborhood that was often overlooked and put them in the spotlight. It was a celebration of a culture and a community that I loved so much. The goal was always to show that our stories were universal. It was about love, family, and chasing your dreams, no matter where you come from. We wanted to build a bridge, to invite everyone into our world and share a piece of our home. The musical takes place in a real neighborhood called Washington Heights. It is located at the very top of Manhattan in New York City. This place is special. It is a vibrant community, full of life, music, and energy. For many years, it has been a home for immigrants, especially from the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Cuba. When you walk down the streets, you hear a mix of English and Spanish. You can smell the delicious food cooking in the restaurants. You see people sitting on their stoops talking with their neighbors. It is a place where community is everything, and everyone feels like family. This is the world we wanted to bring to the stage. The characters in the Heights are the soul of the story. They are people you might know from your own life. At the center is Usnavi, the owner of a small corner store, a bodega. He dreams of returning to the Dominican Republic, the home of his parents. Then there is Nina Rosario, the smart girl from the neighborhood who made it to a big university. She feels the pressure from her family and community to succeed. Vanessa is a talented artist who works at the local salon. She dreams of getting an apartment downtown and starting a new life. And we have Abuela Claudia, the loving matriarch of the block, who is not really anyone's grandmother but is a grandmother to everyone. Each character has their own dream, their own sueñito or little dream. These dreams are what push them forward every single day. Usnavi dreams of a life by the ocean, a simpler life than the one he leads in the busy city. Nina dreams of making her parents proud, but she struggles with the challenges of college. Vanessa dreams of escaping the neighborhood to follow her artistic passions. Benny, who works for Nina's father, dreams of owning his own business and winning Nina's heart. These dreams are all different, but they are connected by a shared hope for a better future. The story is about what happens when these dreams are tested. But life in the Heights is not always easy. The characters face real struggles that many people can understand. They worry about money and paying their bills. The neighborhood is changing, and some people fear they will be pushed out. There is a big blackout in the middle of the summer, which makes everything more difficult. On top of that, someone in the neighborhood wins the lottery. This big news makes everyone think about what they would do with the money. It forces them to ask themselves what they truly want in life. Is it money? Is it escape? Or is it the community they already have right there in Washington Heights? The music in the Heights is a mix of many different styles. This was very important to me. I wanted the sound of the show to reflect the sound of the neighborhood itself. On any given day in Washington Heights, you can hear so many kinds of music coming from cars and apartment windows. So our musical has hip-hop and rap, which is how Usnavi tells his story. It has salsa and merengue, which bring the energy and passion of Latin America to the stage. It also has beautiful ballads and traditional Broadway show tunes. This combination of sounds was new for Broadway at the time. It was a musical language that told the story of a modern, multicultural community. We made a very conscious choice to use both English and Spanish in the songs and the dialogue. This was not just for decoration, it was essential to the show's honesty. The characters in Washington Heights often switch between languages naturally. It is how they talk to their parents, their friends, and their neighbors. We wanted to show this real way of speaking on stage. Sometimes a character will sing a line in Spanish to express a deep emotion or a connection to their heritage. This use of Spanglish helps make the world of the show feel authentic. It invites the audience to experience the culture in a genuine way, showing that language is a beautiful part of who these characters are. The songs in the show do more than just entertain. They push the story forward and reveal who the characters are. The opening number, In the Heights, introduces everyone on the block and their daily routines. It immediately creates a sense of a busy, interconnected community. Songs like Breathe show Nina's inner conflict and the pressure she feels. 96,000 is a big, energetic number where the whole cast shares their dreams about winning the lottery. And Paciencia y Fe, which means patience and faith, tells Abuela Claudia's powerful story of immigrating to America. Each song is a window into the characters' hearts and minds, letting us feel what they feel. This unique musical style helped change what a Broadway musical could sound like. Before In the Heights, it was not common to hear rap and salsa music as the main storytelling tools in a big show. We wanted to prove that these musical forms belonged on the world's biggest stage. The music became a character itself, representing the spirit of Washington Heights. It showed that stories from different cultures could be told through their own unique sounds. By blending these styles, we hope to create something that felt both completely new and warmly familiar, a celebration of a rhythm that had been waiting to be heard. One of the most important things about In the Heights is what it did for Latinx representation. For a long time, it was rare to see complex, positive, and leading roles for Latinx actors on Broadway. Our show changed that. We put a community of Latinx characters at the very center of the story. They were not stereotypes. They were doctors, artists, business owners, and students. They were heroes of their own lives. This was a powerful message for so many people who had never seen themselves represented this way on stage. It said, "Your story matters. You belong here." It opened doors for many other Latinx artists and stories to follow. The show explores themes that are universal, which is why it connects with so many people from all backgrounds. The theme of family is at the core of everything. This is not just about blood relatives, but the family you choose. The people on the block look out for each other, support each other, and celebrate together. Another key theme is the idea of home. What does home mean? Is it the place you came from, or the place you are now? The characters all struggle with this question. Finally, the show is about the power of community. It shows that by sticking together, people can face any challenge and hold on to their culture and their pride. The legacy of In the Heights continues to grow today, more than 15 years after it first opened. It won 4 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, which was a huge honor. But its true impact is seen in the people it has inspired. High schools and community theaters all over the world perform the show. It gives young people, especially young people of color, a chance to play roles that feel real to them. The movie version in 2021 brought the story to an even bigger global audience, sharing its message of hope and community with millions. The show proved that stories about specific communities can touch the hearts of everyone. In the end, In the Heights matters because it is a story about finding your home. It reminds us that our dreams are valid, no matter how big or small they seem. It celebrates the importance of knowing where you come from and honoring the sacrifices of those who came before you. The show tells us that patience and faith can help us through the toughest times. It is a love letter to a neighborhood, but it is also a love letter to anyone who has ever felt like they were on the outside looking in. It is a reminder that there is a place for all of us, and that together we can create something beautiful and bright.